Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 as we continue our Afghanistan playthrough. We're in a situation now where we're just waiting for our enemies to give us an opportunity whilst we build up the military, such that it is. And the economy and the industry, yeah, we have quite a few challenges to meet, don't we, with Afghanistan. How are you getting on in your playthrough? Let me know in the comments underneath. Okay, now just looking at this, I maybe missed the notification for this. It's probably happened when these flags changed. But Russia's joined the Axis, and they're going good guys with us. We are the good guys, right? I'm sure we are. Now this opens possibilities. Do we want to join the Axis? That would give us it'd give us some allies in a fight here. I don't fancy fighting the British Empire and the Commonwealth just yet, though. I'd say we wait and see what Japan does before we jump in. See if we can just get our armies built up a little bit more. We need some opportunities to grab some territories here, though. But if we do end up fighting these guys, I guess it's not the end of the world. Also, let's spend a few points in here. Let's institute some press censorship and just get our fascism support boosted a little bit further. I'm going to try and make the most of that. And we do have people we can put into military high command, but I mean, it's 50 political power. We've got so much political power we can't spend it on anything meaningful at the moment. Although I could change the construction guy over for this nationalist here, where we'd get 10% war support, division defense and stability. I'll do that later. There we go. We have a request to join the German Reich. Not yet, because there are options. We can join our own faction, and we can still join them later. I think we can anyway. Although I do think our destinies are intertwined now with the German Reich. Let's hope they can hold out. Cool, we've got the truck invented. I say invented. We're now making, or can make, our own versions of the truck. I think that's a cool thing. We're in 1940, and we're not really going anywhere. Believe it or not, fuel is not much of a problem for Afghanistan. It's not like you'd expect. I think I will grab the improved computing machine, though. We're getting better with our 3 research slots, but we still have some work to go here. And we're preparing the war industries now. That's a pretty cool one, because that is actually going to get us some factories. What was at the bottom of that tree that I wanted? It was reviving the workshop. Now, we do get a couple of factories. Let's have a look. Infrastructure and civilian factory construction speed goes up. And we replace partial mobilization with war economy, which is actually kind of cool. Do you know what? I think we will do that. Factory energy consumption goes up by 25%, though. That's an absolute bastard, because we just don't have the coal. So that sucks. I kind of want those. But I think we'll hold off on those just a little bit. Right then, let's go and get the rest of our basic industry improved. Let's get the railway going. So this is going to increase railway construction speed. We get some free trains. Good. Let's get that. We definitely need that. Oh, we've got excavation 1. Now we're starting to motor on up a little bit. I'm going to devote 1 factory to building an air force. Yes, I know. It seems a little premature. It definitely seems a little premature. Let's get a truck going in there as well. We have the most basic of basic things here. And the rest is going on military equipment for now. Oh, we've got more? Excellent. Let's put some more in then. We'll take those. And we have a shortage of 9 steel. Let's see who we can trade for steel. We can get the Union of Britain. No convoys, though. We have 0 convoys. Sweden looks like a good one. Russian Empire looks safe. And I think... Do you know what? I'm going to go with German... No, I'm going to go Russian Empire, because we have a land border. And that should be fairly safe for those guys. I'm going to go with that. Republic of Turkey. Actually, do we get any benefit for that? Just because we're in this Sadabad Pact? We don't. Okay. It was worth a look. Support equipment. Excellent. That is useful. We can start developing engineers and other such cool things now. Let's have a look. We can get some better stats. Or I think... yeah, we're going to actually go recon company and engineers. We're going to get those 2. Nice. More factories. Definitely boost up the infantry equipment there. And our civilian factories being done. Let's have a look. We only have good infrastructure in one place at the moment. We kind of need to increase the steel production. I'll tell you what we do need. I am going to go for a supply hub down here. And railroad connections from here. This is... Oh, that's kind of the wrong place. But that's fine. We'll just stick it in there. We're going to build both. And I'm going to pick this one. Reorganize the railway system. So 4 months we get supply hub construction speed is increased. The reason we're doing that is that I am maybe planning a sneaky attack. Well, not a sneaky attack, but we may end up going to war down here. Which is not going to be a great thing. But before we do that, then, we better prepare for this and actually get our military in the right state. So, we're going to go for war elephants, because they're cool. And then we're going to go and get the big bonus to our cavalry attack and defense. And we're going to set that off. I do need to put more forces on the front line. We can see our supplies down here are currently a problem. What we can do to improve that is just increase our motorization there. For our supply system. I don't think it's going to help that much because there's not a lot of supplies coming down here anyway. Because the depots are all the way up here. But we can work on that bit. Excellent. War elephants reintroduced. Give me the heavy cavalry for a 20% attack and defense on cavalry. And then we're going to do something cool. Actually, let's get our war elephants into the line. Oh, I just see we've got one of our other units come online here. So you guys form up over there. You can have that dude. And you can go on the border up here. We don't actually need a whole lot on that border. I don't think it's going to be a risk either. But you never know. And we're going to put our German general in charge of the elephants. That's... I just find that funny. I find funny war elephants in a World War II war game hilarious anyway. Being used as frontline combat units, this, by the way. Not as some sort of support logistics unit. But also, we've got a German general who came across to help. And we don't put him in front of the... in charge of the infantry or cavalry or armored divisions. No, we give him the elephants. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Okay, we have the supply depot built up. I'm actually going to expand all these quite... Oh, do you know what? We should maybe link that up to there. I guess we have a link. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a level 1 railroad. This definitely, however, needs some improvements. Because the armies will travel down here at some point. And then, I guess we start boosting our... Oh, God, look at this. This is such an awful hole to build in. It really is. I think I do need infrastructure, otherwise it's going to take forever. It does eventually get some extra steel, but yeah, it's pretty grim. It is pretty grim. The reintroduction of heavy cavalry gives us some nice bonuses. Okay, so the cool thing we're going to try doing now is we're going to try and pursue our own agenda. This does give us the option of creating our own faction, which I'm not really interested in doing, but it's mainly for trying to grab some provinces of what would be Pakistan from the Dominion of India. So this can be a cheeky thing. We can try and push for this. It may end up with a war. Why not? Let's have some fun, but let's see what happens. I think it's also worth making our elephant units a little bit bigger. And they do count as mobile battalions. Whether they get the benefit from the cavalry attack and defense, I have no idea. We're going to start with 20 width and give them some support artillery as well. We have nothing else in there. And we're going to do the same with the cavalry as well, by the way. It's about time we boosted these guys up a little bit. This is going to take some manpower, but screw it. I think we need to do it. They're no longer going to be quite such a cheap unit to do, but that's cool. Oh, we've got recons as well. That came in... What a time. What a time to be alive, getting all these super upgrades. Now, we won't have the amazing materials to actually add these guys in, but we're going to add them in anyway and then worry about the material cost afterwards. Yes, there'll be an issue for us, but once we've actually researched support equipment, we can put it in there. So let's also go and unlock and spend some of these points, so we may as well get our armor. I think we'll never get any benefit of. So artillery and support, I don't think there's much real huge benefit to get out of this. We can... I think we'll just pick anyone. What about field engineering? Instantly grants engineer companies some bonuses. Well, we are going to use that. I don't think there's a whole lot of benefit to get from anything. So, do you know what? I'm just going to pick anyone and just go for it. And I'm not going to look back at all. In the slightest. I don't think any of these are going to matter either. So, we'll go for a mobile defense. I find that these trees, when they come in, yes, if you've got some amazing builds that you can actually just put something together that's a bit overpowered. But generally, I just find that they're just extra buttons to click rather than making massive differences to the game and gameplay. We're also going to throw in some maneuver warfare as our level 3 on the army command. Oh, and the level 2 one, we got proper heritage. We got that for free for that focus about the cavalry. Now for the air force, we are obviously going to pick battlefield support. Ground support is pretty much all we're going to be able to achieve with this. We'll put them on strike aircraft. And again, just put, I think, any one of these on. Naval targeting, I don't think is going to be a thing. Close air, ground attack, get 5%. Is there anything particularly good? That sounds like the one. Let's pick that one. Again, with the ancient planes we're using at the start, when we finally get something built, it's not going to matter a whole lot. Interwar small airframe. Well, this is where it almost begins. The idea is just to make fighter bombers, and that's it. No other type of plane. Well, ground attack really, but with a few machine guns on. It's just going to be a one-off aircraft to do everything. Pursuing our own agenda. Okay, this is where we start going for the fun stuff. This is where we can possibly grab some of the Dominion of India. Let's hope this works. Improved computing machine. Nice, we will take that. All the research bonuses are exactly what we need. Still in 1940. I think it's time to grab some attack bonuses over there. So you also noticed I've raised the levy just in case it persuades India not to cause trouble and just to give in to our demands when we start asking for these territories. We're going to find out right now if this works. This is a kind of a worry because we don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, we're going to find out in just a moment. So, sweeping on from that, let's see if we can now... yes, we can now start gaining some bonuses over here for energy and everything else. We'll go for the electricity first. Electricity is always good. Okay, the Dominion of India has said no to whatever we were going to ask. That's a shame. I wonder if that only works if Pakistan has already become a free and independent nation here. So that didn't work. In that case, then we will demobilize the regulars. And I don't believe we've lost anything from that. And we've now got engineers. That's excellent. Let's grab that one. And let's see. So the regulars are going home. We'll get the stability back once they've gone. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping to grab some territories there. Actually, I may have been mistaken it with this one here, cross-border ties under the Maintain Kwame. This one gives us some options, I think, to start asking for the territories from Dominion of India. Never mind, though. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, nothing lost in this case. Electrification intensifies. More power. More everything. Modernized Kabul radio. So this is going to give us research speed and stability, which is nice. This is going to give us the next research slot, and then we get 2 military factories at the end of this. Oh yeah, this is where we want to go. This also unlocks the military industrial organizations. So we want those, and we have political power to spend on this, because we're going to need some, trying to keep a few people happy in the process. Brilliant. Let's get some bombs on this beastie. We're nearly getting in position to start building our first aircraft, and it is going to be gloriously bad. We have the radio. That's excellent. So Kabul University, another research slot, but then we have to find work for all the graduates as he's going to create, and that's where we need a little bit of political power. We have stacks of this, so that's going insane up there. Just looking at the factions here, it's absolutely amazing that the Allies are holding Germany and everyone else back over here. We're in January 1941. France and Italy, all part of the Allies here. I don't know that I want to get involved. It's a difficult one. Anyway, we have some progress here. What should we build next? Do you know what? We're going to need at least one airport. So we'll put one in there, just so we've got somewhere to base our early aircraft. And after that, I guess it's military factories or civilian factories. Or we've got the infrastructure built, so that's kind of cool. Actually, let's boost that and get some more steel. And then we'll also, because I suspect we're going to have to trade away these places at some point. And let's build some more military factories. Okay, we have the university. Looks like South Africa might be going into rebellion. This is going to give us 2 military factories anyway. And once this is achieved, I think we're going to sort the military out. Because it is time, I think, to... South African... I thought it was. Yeah, okay, good for them. Yeah, it is time to actually build a proper military now that we've got the industry that's starting to do it. We're not going to rely on those levies anymore. So we're going to actually get some proper units up, and lots of them, and boost our manpower. Oh, research not available. I missed that one. Getting too excited. We're going to go with... We're in 41, so yep, keep the industry growing. Got to keep that going as fast as possible. There's going to be a constant shortage of materials. We have infantry equipment coming along. We could go for this. We could jump up there straight away. I have a feel... Oh, no, hang on. We're going to need AA guns. Depending on who we end up fighting, we're not going to have air supremacy, so AA guns are going to be quite useful. We have bombs. Oh, I'll tell you what else we're going to need. We're going to need logistics companies too. So I'm going to get light machine guns, and then we can build our first aircraft. Italy's gone into a civil war. Now, that's going to be curious, because they are part of the Allies, but I wonder... I wonder if they're going to end up with the... Well, if one faction wins, will it then join the Axis and swing things against the Allies? I don't know. So, cool, we've got military industries. Right, now then, I've put this decision off because I was kind of hoping that we would see some cool opportunities to grab some territories, but we haven't. We really haven't. So it's time to adopt Nufus and then start fixing the military situation completely. And that will see an end to our irregulars, the possibility of raising them. So there's going to be a bit of a spell where we might get caught short, but we do also have the opportunity here to establish some state-run aircraft factories. Can we do all of those? Can't do them all at once. Oh, military factories. Is anything cool to build there? We've got artillery. Oh, we need support equipment, don't we? Let's make sure we've got a couple of guys on that job. Good. We're going to need some of those. I'm going to start needing more steel. I need more steel now. I can't wait. So let's see if we can trade some of this, please. We could get some more from the Russian Empire. I'm going to get some from the German Reich. Just one lot. The downside, of course, is that we start losing some civilian factories, but we're constructing things a bit quicker now, so that's okay. Nice, we've got that. Let's go over into here. We're going to have to start working down this, but we're going to try and improve our factory output in the meantime. Try and match demand. Cool, let's get the aircraft factory going. When I say aircraft factories, this basically just is military industrial organizations, I think. And that just gives us some options to improve our designs on things a little bit. And there we go. There's the aircraft one done. So I guess the ones we're going to want, we're going to do light stuff, right? Scout plane. Oh, close air support. Let's get that one on first. Air defense versus... Yeah, we'll give it air defense. It will go down there. And then we can... In case we ever work these over, which I don't think we will. I think it'd be quite unlikely that we ever get all the way down there. However, the artillery production efficiency gain. Let's have some of that. That's not actually much use to us. We'll go for the breakthrough over there and that one. And it's just a shame that the anti-tank one isn't in the middle here, because both air defense and this would be useful, but we'll go for the artillery one. And then we can pick, I think, any of these, and no one's going to care, are they? Put that one on last. There we go. Right then. So the Allies just pretty much disbanded there and become the British communist alternative. I think, apart from France, the other countries have gone over and joined them as well. I think that's going to absolutely screw France over, right? Is that going to mess France up? I think that possibly is. Oh, do you know what we could do? We can send a military attaché over here. Where is it? Send attaché to Germany. Yes, absolutely. We'll maintain that. That'll be useful. New Zealand issues a diplomatic protest. Well, we'll send our attachés where we please. You can go away. We want to watch what's going on and we want to learn. The Netherlands has capitulated. Okay, so Germany is now rolling. I think the collapse of the Allies, thanks Britain, has maybe made things easier for them over there. Perhaps. I think this is our opportunity then. Light machine guns. Have we got everything we need? Got everything we need for a basic bitch aircraft. Okay. We'll also pick up some other stuff. Nothing too exciting, of course. And let's actually go and design ourselves the interwar small airframe. This is going to be so cool. We have very few options for this. We give them... Actually, the bomb bay is better. Because we're not going to have these guys attacking out to sea. Can we actually put light machine guns on? We can, and we can put our aircraft designer to work on this as well. And let's give it a proper... These don't look right. These look far too advanced. We need that one. There we go. Save. Wow. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? Doesn't it? Right, okay. Put that on there. It gets the next military factory. In fact, it gets the next 3. Let's build some of those guys up.